Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Woodmere State Revival. We're working in the house today trying to do the last of the cleanup, the last of the demolition. We got a few partition walls to take down, part of a closet to take down in one of the bedrooms. Amber's working on taking a little bit more sheetrock down in a few places where we know there's been some water damage. As soon as we get that wrapped up, it's time to start taking up the floors. We know the floors in the dining room, the foyer, the formal living room, and the office were compromised when the pipes burst. And so we know that we need to pull up that sheeting, and once we get the sheeting up, we'll find out how many of the floor joists were compromised as well. We know from looking underneath the house that at least 3 or 4 of the floor joists in the former living room were damaged. It looks like they may have just broken from the sheer weight of all the water soaking into that floorboards and all the furnishings and everything else. It may have just overloaded the structure and actually started snapping floor joists. So we're hoping it's not so much rot as it is just compromised structure from excessive weight from all that water and everything that just sat on there with the furnishings. So we'll find out once we get some of the sheeting pulled up. Let me give you a quick tour here to show you where we're at this morning so you can get an idea what kind of things we've accomplished at the end of the day. So we're in the dining room right now. As you've seen in the past, we got all the ceilings down here, all the walls down. We've got the wall into the kitchen opened up. A little bit more sheetrock to pull off on this side. And here, this wall right here in the middle is all going away. That's there's going to be a beam that goes from here all the way across here to carry the load of the floor joists upstairs, so we can open all this up into the kitchen. And as you've seen, the kitchen is gone. All the cabinets are out of here. Amber worked her tail off down here the other day and pulled all the ceilings down. As you can see, we got a nice spaghetti wiring track light thing going on here. And then she worked her way all the way across the ceiling here and took down all the walls here. Her parents were here. Her dad was taking wheelbarrow loads of drywall to the dumpster. Mom was working upstairs pulling down sheetrock. So this really is a family affair. But we really wanted to get all these walls opened up, reveal any questionable wiring, and also eliminate the possibility of any mold hanging around behind these walls. Back over here to the foyer, Amber is working this morning. Hey, hon.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good.
So she's going to be pulling down the trim from around the front door and taking down the last of the wainscoting here. We're concerned because this is where all the leaking pipes were from upstairs, and we know that at least some water got down in behind this wall, and so we want to go ahead and pull the sheetrock here just to eliminate the possibilities of any mold lurking back there and get all that fresh and ready to go. Ready for a hard day's work?
No.
Just about worn out, aren't we?
Just about. I need vacation.
Some warm weather.
Maybe a pool swimming would be nice.
Yeah, that'd be good. I think we definitely need to work on that. So walking over here into the living room, you can see where we pulled the sheetrock down from around the perimeter because we knew that it was wet, at least a foot or 2 off the ground. So we wanted to get up to clean sheetrock. At some point, we'll come back through and probably snap a chalk line at 4 feet, once we get the floors back in here. That way the sheetrock guys can just come through and run full sheets. It'll be a lot faster. But we did find some mold behind some of the walls in here, so it was good that we pulled this out. As soon as we're ready to start taking the floors out, this is the room we're going to start in, the office. And you can see how severely compromised the structure is here. It's not even safe to walk on at this point because some of the floor joists are broken and falling down into the crawl space. So this will be the first place we pull the floors, and then we'll just start working our way out through the living room, out into the foyer, and then take care of the dining room. And that'll be it. Sounds easy, right? So it's going to be a big day, and I'm sure we'll be back down here tomorrow trying to get the rest of these floors finished up. We're hoping to have our contractors meeting on site here within the next couple of weeks. So we've got to get the last of this demolition done so that our guys can get in here and get a perfect idea about what's going on in the walls, what needs to be fixed, and that'll help them do their estimating a lot better and give us a lot more accurate pricing. So onward. Looking forward to getting this day done. Take care. Amber's hard at work here around the entryway, and we pulled this sheetrock down because we were concerned about water damage. We found a little bit there, but it turns out that these lights had some really questionable wiring too. These are the sconces that are on either side of the front door, and you can see the wire goes up. They cut a groove into this joist, or this stud coming down here, and then just ran it across the header. There was they cut a groove through the sheetrock and nailed the wire up, and then just put some joint compound right over top of it. Just kind of patched it in there, so it's totally unprotected. You know, if we'd have come on later and put some trim up there, we could have put a nail right through the insulation and shorted that sucker out. So it's just as well we're pulling this down, huh, bud?
Yeah.
What's a little more sheetrock?
I'm done. This is it. I don't think we have another room to tell it.
We've taken sheetrock out of just about everywhere, haven't we?
Everywhere, at least on the main level.
Yeah.
Except this wall right back here.
Yeah, we're not gonna touch the foyer. It appears to be dry, and we don't really want to mess with all that. All right, you're doing great work, hon.
Thanks.
Carry on. On the head.
Thanks.
All right, so we're in the office. I think the previous owners called this the music room. They used to have a piano sitting here, and as you can see from about the thigh down, I'm in the floor. This area sustained heavy water damage over here on the wall. The pipes going up to the master bath, and all of those froze, busted, and all that water just poured out onto the floor. So all this sheeting got soaked, just saturated, and stayed like that for I don't know how long. Long time, evidently. All that carpet and everything just kind of held that moisture in, because the floorboards are rotten. I mean, this stuff's just coming apart in your hands. And looking underneath here, the floor joists themselves have rotted and are breaking and falling down into the floor. So we're going to start here and just start ripping all the sheeting back and start pulling the floor joists back until we get this whole area cleared out.
Put the rack in and climb up my leg. Well, at least you don't have to worry about a snake.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Good. Hey guys.
They are there. Hey.
Hey.
You're standing.
Yeah. Stay back, stay back, stay back.
That is
Stay
very
over.
little feet.
Stay over here. We got some plumbing under here.
Mommy.
I'm gonna have to use the demo blade in here.
No, it's gone to the point where
Oh my gosh.
it's turned to dust.
Wow. That's part of the floor joist. Just rotten. Holy crap.
We'll take that whole section up there.
Yep.
Should be.
Oh, crap.
Look enough to run it, draw it out.
All these floor joists are just rotten in half. Man. It's amazing that piano didn't fall through the floor.
Now, I don't know what kept it up.
I don't either.
Unless it was the carpet.
Yeah. That helps.
But,
Jeez. Where's the floor joist? Yeah, of course, the mouse nest.
oh, right. Well,
Oh
at
my
least the
God.
mice were happy. As long as you don't find it. Something with 4 legs and sharp teeth.
Big piece of copper pipe here. There we go. Take that to the recycler. Could be worth a few dollars.
Just cut it off and left.
Wow.
Hey, hon.
I brought sandwiches.
Awesome.
Oh,
That's, I got Dad filming.
I hear our camera lady coming.
She brought sandwiches.
I did. I brought food.
Oh, you're the hero.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
There's your floor joist.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Never seen anything like it.
Wow.
That's in the bag.
Oh my goodness.
No wonder I myself through the floor.
I know, it's
Trying to get the
crazy.
piano out of here. I can't believe we got it out of here.
I know.
Without one of us going through.
So I'm trying really hard right now not to freak out.
Yeah, that's good. No reason to freak out. We were expecting this.
It's only money.
No, we were expecting this.
Some wood.
It'd be worse if you weren't expecting this.
I know.
So we're just going to keep working our way across.
Okay. Good job. Keep up the hard work.
Next, I'm going to cut the, I'll actually cut the floor joist loose.
Okay.
You'd think the roughness as tough as it wouldn't hold on.
I know.
So it went into it, so I think it's holding it together.
Yes. Okay. Now we cut.
Alright.
Oh, that looks nice.
Oh my goodness. That
Like a
is
little bit of hole.
unbelievable.
Just a little bit.
Wow.
Making progress.
You say so.
At least we can stand on the ground and work on it,
Yeah.
yeah. The living room I'll have to bend over.
Yeah, that's true.
Very good.
Alright. Have fun.
Well, that's it for today, folks. It's been another long day. It's dark outside. Everybody else has headed home for the day. Thanks to my dad and his efforts, we were able to knock out the floor in the office, and that was a huge project. We had to pull all the rotten sheeting up, and then all of the floor joists had sustained major water damage, major rot issues, and we ended up having to cut all those off right short of the wall to make sure we left support underneath the wall that goes down the middle of the house there, since that is a bearing wall. But everything else is gone, and so now we've got a hole in the house, and it's a messy one. I got to get down there tomorrow with a shovel and just take everything from the vapor barrier on out. I mean, old pieces of rotten wood and trash and everything else, probably drug in there by the raccoons. I mean, who knows? So it's been quite the day. Let me show you what we've accomplished and give you an idea what all we tackled today. So here's the office. As you can see, we've got nothing left all the way down to the crawl space. The floor joists over there on the far wall were completely rotted off at the ends, and they just fell apart. As soon as we started pulling the sheeting out, they just fell apart. And you can see the rim joist over there is rotten as well. Thankfully, this is not a load-bearing wall. This is the outside wall of the house. On the outside of it, you've got some wood siding, but it's not a bearing wall. The joists actually cross this wall, go out across the roof of the porch, and sit on solid brick. There's a steel lintel that runs across the back of the porch there, and they sit up on that. So thankfully, we haven't had any settlement issues, and all this is repairable without having to disturb the outside walls of the house. So tomorrow I'm going to get down in here, clean out all the trash and the debris. You can see the remnants of the old trunk line here, and then all the branches for the HVAC system. All this stuff's got to go. It's old galvanized metal line, but it's just absolutely disgusting. It's been down here in this crawl space for a long time, and it's gotten wet, and it's disgusting. It's nasty inside, so we're going to tear it all out and start back with fresh. So there you have it. Busy day. Amber was very busy as well. She knocked out a lot of sheetrock. a lot of stuff that we had left around the house in different places. She worked in the foyer and took care of all the sheetrock around the front door. You see all this is gone now. And she worked all the way across the ceiling. You got all this cleaned off here, going back into the kitchen and family room. So she knocked all that out. And then upstairs, my dad and I started up there first thing this morning. Take a quick walk up there, show you what we got done. We pulled the partition wall out of the bathroom. Flip the lights on here so you can see that. So that partition wall is gone. And this gives you a little bit better idea what the laundry room will look like. There'll be a closet here, that'll stay. Over here, Amber's gonna have hanging and a place for hanging clothes and a place for folding. Over here, washer and dryer go here where the bathtub is. Still got to wrestle this big pig out of here. And then over here, there's going to be a run of cabinets, upper and lower. And she'll have a sink right here in the center. So this is going to be the laundry. It's shaping up. Across the hall, you can see the closet is now gone. Right here, there was a big double closet. And now it's pretty well gone, top to bottom. We got all that stuff cut out. Still got to deal with some wiring and other things, but that's all gone now. The new closet actually goes over here in this corner. And then the new bathroom, the ensuite bathroom, goes over in this corner. So this room's going to look completely different. But it really looks nice getting that opened up, getting that closet pulled out of there so that you don't walk into the closet as soon as you walk into the door. So again, big day, lots accomplished. Looking forward to getting back down here tomorrow. As soon as I get everything cleaned up in the office space, I'm going to go ahead and begin to work in the living room. We've got to go through the formal living room and do the same thing. Take the floorboards up, pull up all the sheeting and everything, and then any of the floor joists that are rotten or broken, we've got to cut those out and go ahead and get those out of the way, because hopefully the framing crew is going to be in later this month and we'll begin to put this place back together. So we can't wait for that. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Woodmere Estate Revival. We appreciate you guys following us, and be sure to hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscription button and make sure you get all the latest updates from our big project here. Take care and have a great night.